Okay, folks, there's a breaking new model release from the Japanese. This is the Fugu Ultra model. The Sakana Fugu itself, this is the multi-agent orchestration system. There's a bit of a difference between the two. We'll explain in this video. Now, the hype today was that people are saying that this has the same intelligence as Fable 5, Claude Mythos. But honestly, we got to try it out today, and the cost part is definitely real. Okay, we only ran one prompt with Fugu Ultra, and it already used up 29% of my weekly. We bought the $20 per month standard plan, and it is insanely expensive to run just one prompt. However, I wouldn't say that it is dumb, okay? It is definitely smart, but it is not the same approach using Fugu Ultra as you would other LLMs like, Fable 5 when it came out. So we're going to cover everything you need to know in this video, what my take on Fugu Ultra is. Okay, so to clarify, Sakana Fugu is not a single frontier LLM. This is more of a learned multi-agent orchestrator that routes across a pool of strong models like GPT, Claude, and other frontier models. And on Sakana's own benchmark, you can see that the Ultra tier broadly matches or slightly beats current frontier models, including Mythos Preview, as well as Fable 5, mostly on hard coding and reasoning task, while the regular Fugu tier sits in the same band but a bit lower. So claiming that it has the same intelligence of Fable 5 is more of a marketing play, but on many benchmarks, Fugu Ultra is in the same region as Fable and Mythos, but it achieves that by coordinating other models rather than being a new standalone brain. And the results so far are still mostly self-reported. It only just came out today, so we'll see how it looks in the next few days as well. All right, so looking at the difference between Fugu and Fugu Ultra, the Fugu default, this is tuned to balance performance and latency for everyday coding, code review, and chat style workflows with the ability to opt specific providers or models out of the pool to satisfy data, privacy, compliance constraints, whereas the Fugu Ultra, this uses a deeper mixed agent pool and more aggressive orchestration, maybe like 1 to 3 agents per task to maximize quality on really complex tasks at the cost of higher latency and much higher per token price. So what I mean by the multi-agent orchestration is you can actually use Fugu on Codex, and here you see all the results here. This is not the work of one model like Fugu. This is actually a compilation as well of GPT and Claude models taking a look at the task and then coming to a conclusion. So even just one simple prompt of going through all of the files of my project directory and giving a take on the state of the project, it costed us 84% for the 5-hour usage limits. I really wanted to test even more capabilities, all the creative tasks that we've done on this channel. So we're definitely going to do another part 2 of this video using Fugu. So this is a new way, I would say. The value, I'd say, that Sakana Fugu brings to the table is the meta now being multi-model routing as well as loop engineering. You can see that Fugu, using the Sakana Fugu system, even with the Fugu Ultra model, it routes many different models to help you accomplish your task. But so far, I think the limitation here is definitely the cost. So if you're going to be using Sakana Fugu, I recommend you if you're going to be experimenting or testing, try the pay as you go and maybe just add a $5 credit or less. Going for the subscription, $20 per month. For now, I feel like we're just going to keep hitting limits. That's not going to be nice. Can upgrade to Pro, which is $100, but is it really worth it when we already have access to so many good, strong models right now, and we can just manually route different models rather than having, a full automatic process. So it's really about convenience, to be honest. If you're going to be using Fugu, you want to have access to multiple models in the same task rather than routing manually by yourself, right? So what you can do if you want to try out Fugu, if you have an API key, you can just set it up on Codex. This is their official doc. It guides you on how to set it up. But the orders here are a bit random. What I did manually myself, or rather I just fed this website to my Kimi 2.7 code agent on Kimi Code, have it read, and then set up. All I needed was to do, the only manual step I needed to do was this one, setting the API key in my bash RC, source it, and then the rest of these, my Kimi agent was able to set it up. So creating the model catalog, and notice there it says you have two efforts that you have access to, high and xhigh. And actually a lot of people were recommending using xhigh. That's why I went for it. Maybe that's why I blew up my usage limits really quickly. So maybe you can try high as well. This is also good for deep reasoning, for complex problems. Whereas xhigh would be like if you want maximum reasoning effort. So I think it was a mistake on my part to use xhigh for a simple task such as directory review, right? So maybe when it comes to code refactors or something really, really difficult, a long horizon task, go for xhigh. But any like startup tasks that you do, maybe just a review or system check, or maybe some questions, or maybe adding new features, drafts of new features, go for high, right? So yeah, the next thing have your agent to do is set up to configure the Sakana provider as well, and set the default model to Fugu Ultra. You can go for the Fugu default. I think the name would be plainly Fugu, but honestly, just go for Fugu Ultra if you want to see good results. Right? Then create a profile for the balanced model. This is optional. You consult with your agent for this one, and then the usage, the notes, and so on. The base URL, use the api.sakana.ai/v1, point towards that, and then you can start using it in your codex. All right. So if you go /model, you can switch between the default or Fugu Ultra and then work from there. So far, it's actually really good. It was able to identify the strengths and limitations of my current project directory. So this project, CBR, it's basically a trading view indicator of a trading YouTuber called Tom Trades. He built a system called CBR, and I just wanted to build an indicator out of it. And if you watch the Trading for Fable 5 video, this is what we made, right, with this. This is just a continuation of that project. And of course, the indicator and blueprint side is strong because Fable 5 made it. But the backtest data and research side is not yet trustworthy because I handed this off to a combination of Opus 4.8, Minimax M3, and Kimi 2.7, even GLM 5.2 as a continuation. And the backtesting methodology that they went, as well as the result, is not what I'm looking for, because I noticed also that the project itself has spec drifts, right? Because to run this properly, you need an actual backtesting engine, and you also need to pay for API for other order flow platforms to fetch all, or have access, real-time access to all of the historical data throughout the years. And right now I'm just going for the freeway. So of course, with the freeway, there's a lot of limits there. Even if it's able to complete all of that, it might not be the exact same methodology as you have in your head. So that's why the project itself has spec drift. The backtesting and data layer is currently not reliable. So these are the stuff that it was able to notice throughout the lines here. You'll notice it's not shown here, it's on my other device, but you can see which model it called on for different tasks. So you can actually see that it called on Claude GPT to work on the same task. Right, so just basically the bottom line, think of Fugu Ultra as the orchestrator helping route all of those other models. So that's why you see the strength of all the other models pooled into one task. That's sort of how you get that Fable 5 intelligence. So it's a very cheeky, smart way to achieve Fable 5 intelligence. At the end of the day, it comes down to how well you structure your project and how good your prompt is as well. If you're able to write a very good loop, then you can definitely make the most out of Sakana Fugu, in my opinion. But I'd say cost management is definitely a big priority here as well. So don't go crazy yet with your first prompt. Figure out a way to manage your costs first before building out your project. So if you find this video helpful, smash up the like button. We're definitely going to do a part 2 of the Sakana Fugu guide. I'll definitely want to test it for more of the creative tasks, more of the app buildings and the website buildings and so on. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell on, and follow us for more updates and guides. My name is Ron. Shanin out.